68 so far, the highest every week this season.
A little smut on me, something. Wait on some folks to get in here. Get my hat straight so it's not too crooked. Relax. So maybe we'll get some folks in here a little bit. You got smut all over me. What happens when you start messing with your grill? You get junk all over you. Grease on me. Messing with the smoker out there. Had to. Hey there, Natasha. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for jumping on in here. Got that upgrade there. Figured I'd share it with y'all for the Bronco Pro, and then do a little chatting about the health and stuff too, what I got going on this week, and hope to get good results and stuff from that. So it's always something, but it wouldn't be something I'd be bored, I guess. Nah. Like when I store with my mom, I don't get bored. I can always find something to do. You're doing well. Good deal. I hope all your little ones are doing well too. I know I always enjoy getting to see the quick little snips of them, how they're doing. Growing up fast. It's wild to see. I'm doing all right. Just kind of recovering and stuff from the chemo that I had last week. I did my little 3-day stay in the hospital for it, like we do, and then I got out on Thursday morning. And actually, I don't know what it was, but thank God, because usually when you're getting discharged and stuff, it takes you're leaving that next day, but you don't leave till about 3 o'clock. So it's just like, it's going to happen. Just go ahead and release me. But God was looking out this time, boy. I was out of there by, I don't know, I'd have to look back at my text message of telling my sister when to be there, but I think it was around 9 about 9 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock that morning. I was already out of there. So I was just like, wow, thank you, Lord. Because after about that second and a half day of being in there doing the chemo over and over, just 24 hours of getting something, I'm just like, I'm ready to be out of here. So, but thank God it got out. Yeah, they always take forever to release. I don't know why. You're gonna be gone or leaving, so just hurry up and do it. I guess the nurse, they want to keep that patient because they don't have to do anything with them. I know I've been there before, and it's like, well, they're leaving, so it can be all right. We don't have to do anything with them, but the patient wants to get gone, get out of there. But that went pretty well. I know the nausea and stuff was a lot worse this time, and I've had more heartburn as well. So, and usually that's the way it goes, is towards the end of the treatments, I guess it kind of stacks up, and the nausea and stuff gets worse. I mean, it's kind of managed with taking the antiemetics and stuff, but still, it comes and goes. So, sunset. When I told my dad I was bored, he made me pick up cigarette butts. That only happened once. Yep. So you're with me in the same story with my mom. I told her I was bored, and she was like, "All right," and they was take out the trash and clean the kitchen and like sweep the floors and then clean out the cracks in the floors and then vacuum and then clean the bathrooms. it was everything of you're bored. Well, I can fix that boredom by putting you to work, but it's good. You need to kind of not be bored because as is the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I could have gotten into some stupid stuff. I'm sure me doing some stupid stuff if I didn't have something to do, especially being a kid. But yeah, that's a good one. Picking up cigarette butts. That'd be a nasty one too. Give me some gloves for sure. I don't want to be touching all over the cigarette butts. Folks been sucking in all that stuff and chemicals, and then they're slobber all over the butts. Yuck. So yeah, I'll pass. But chemo went pretty good this time. It seemed like it was more fluent this time, and I actually had different nurses this time from the first few times. So I wasn't sure how I'd go, but they were excellent as well. And I've been having really good nursing care, and the nurses have been great. So everything went pretty fluent. Just gets old after a while. Thank you there, Natasha. Yeah, if y'all would like hit that like button and share it out with folks too, and just bring some more folks in to chat with and see how y'all are doing too. So y'all saw that. I got to grunt a little bit because it's heavy. Saw that from the thumbnail. So this is the new upgrade for my Bronco Pro. I know I talked about in my live I did of talking about the year in review of it, of just what all I've cooked and how it's done, and how it runs and stuff. And I'm super pleased with it. It's just there's some few changes I'd like to make or would make, and this is one of them for sure. I was looking around and looking for grates because I talked about in that one about getting a cast iron one because the 22-inch Weber kettle will fit that one. So I was looking around, and I found one that I was gonna get, and it was a lot more expensive than this one. But I kept shopping around and looking around because I really did like the cast iron one because it's like the 4-quadrant ones. You can take out each little quadrant, and they're little cast iron kind of grates. So I knew it'd be kind of easy to clean those and to season them. But it was just a little high, so I was just holding off on that. And I got to looking at the UDS parts, which is Ugly Drum Smokers parts, and I found out that they're the same size as well as the Bronco Pro, so they'll fit like the 22-inch Weber stuff. So I got to looking around on it because initially I was looking around for a new deflector plate, which I'm kind of still trying to figure out with it. I may just leave it like it is for a while, and then I may upgrade as well or find someone to work with that one to get it the way I like it or the way I want it. But I was looking, and I'd seen, I think, in a video of someone that they had this grate, and I was like, oh, I like that. So I looked around, shopped around, and I got this one. So it's the Lava Lock is who it is. What it is. It's like 21 and 7/7 was it. So I knew, I was like, that'll fit perfect. And they had one that didn't have the handles on it, but I wanted the handles because handles come in handy taking it on and off, and on the left hand side is where I can put my grate, and I always just hang the grate off of my handle. So I wanted the handles as well. So it turned out pretty good. It's going to be a lot still heavy. It's pretty heavy, but it's going to be a lot thicker than the grates I got on it, and it won't be as thick as the cast iron. So that's why I went with that one. So I'll still have to season this one up and stuff. So I'll probably do a video of how to season one up, but I've already kind of washed it off and got it cleaned off with soap and water, and then I did just a quick little thin coat of oil on it, which kind of can see it's a little shimmery right now. So I'm excited about it. I went ahead and put it on, looked at it before I washed it. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be perfect on there. So excited about that upgrade. Gonna be fun to cook on for sure. So what's going on at first? I don't know. It'll probably be a longer cook. So I don't know. I do have a brisket. Thank God, my dad, he was checking around and looking around at prices, and they had some at Walmart for cheap. And he's like, "Hey, do you want me to go ahead and get you a brisket?" I was just like, "Yeah, for sure." So first cook on it may be a brisket. Besides getting it kind of cooked on and seasoned for a little bit, so I'll probably have to need a longer cook, kind of just to let it cook for a couple hours. Just the grade of getting it heated up and oil on it really good and kind of season into it, and then I'll throw something on there. So it'll probably be possibly a brisket or either a good old Boston honey. I really like to cook them as well. You can have meat for a while, and they're kind of longer cooks anyway. So it'll probably be something like that. Although I don't know, burgers and stuff might be good on as well because the heat hitting it pretty good, and then the oil from them kind of to help season it up. So it'll be something I'll be thinking on what to do with it. So I'm excited about it for sure. I know it looks good. I like the way it looks, and it's heavy, lot heavier than the grates that are on it. Grates that are on it are a little thinner than what I'd like, but they work. I mean, they'll work perfectly for what you want to do. It's just I wanted something a little bit more durability and last a little longer. So that my buddy just brought a smoker. He talked about pork butt all day or today. He's excited. Well, good. I like to see folks excited about cooking and just enjoying cooking in general. That's kind of part of why I did my channel too. I just love cooking and talking to folks about cooking, so I knew I could share what I was cooking up or smoking up, and then I could get ideas and learn from folks on here because I know I don't know it all, but I know some and learning more every day about how to do stuff better cooking wise. So excited that he's excited. So fun to see. What type of smoker or cooker did he get there? So that interested to see what he got, whether it's pellet or drum or offset or just a kettle type or whatever else. I've cooked on just mainly kettle because that's what he's what he first ever started out of. It was just a good old Weber kettle, and cooked on them for years, and they were great little cookers slash smokers if you need them to be. And then upgraded to kind of a cheaper Walmart, maybe than Charbroil or whatever for a while, offset, and cooked on it for years. Then finally upgraded on up to the offset Oklahoma Joe's that he has, and it's been a good one. We've had it for I don't know, I guess 12 years or so now. It's been a while, and it's still got plenty of cooks in it. I know I try to keep it cleaned up and put an oil, coat in the oil and season it every so often. I know I did that, how to season the smoker video with it to bring it back and make it looking good again. So it's a good one. I enjoyed it. I know he called the other day and said he was cooking on it. He was cooking just a good old Boston honey on Memorial Day. So that was his cooking. I know I didn't really, I thought about getting out and smoking something, but I didn't. I just went ahead and cooked in the oven. It was just simple peppers and onions and some asparagus and then some bratwurst, which should do a video on that. It's just delicious and easy, just simple one pot meal. But I'll probably smoke it because I like the link smoked better as well. So it was really good there, Natasha, and I'm a bratwurst fan anyway. And then just the peppers and onions cooked by themselves, I can make a meal out of them. There's something about that taste. I don't know, just really do enjoy. So it was pretty too with all the different colors. It had red and yellow, and then some greens for the asparagus and stuff like that. So it was good and pretty too. And that way you can kind of eat with your eyes and be happy too. We made smoked salmon and this asparagus this weekend. Oh, that sounds good too. Like whole big fillet or just small little portion fillets or whatever. And how'd you do your asparagus? You cook it on there as well, or just kind of grilled it or something? I know it's really good grilled. I haven't. I don't know. I like asparagus any form. It's good to me. I've had it grilled or then kind of quick sautéed or boiled, whatever else. A big fillet on the smoker. Nice. I've got an idea for some salmon. I just haven't done it for a while. He'll be actually using good old Fried Jimmy's smoke tube that he gave me. I was excited to get and use. I finally got to use it the other day because couldn't because of all the health stuff and everything else. But then I felt good enough now again, able to do some stuff cooking with all eyes, and I got to use it the other day on some chicken halves. So I was excited to try it out and cook on it. So it did really well, and I like them pellets a lot. They're gourmet blend or whatever, I think, but just of different hardwoods. But they were good. I know next time I grill or whatever, I may just once I get my charcoal light lit off and stuff and ready to start, I may chunk a handful on top of the coals and let them kind of burn off and cook and give flavor because they're a good blend. I really do like them. Hey there, boardroom. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for jumping on in here. Good to see you as well. So Sun's Addict, I picked up 4,000 up thousands of cigarette butts during my 4 years in the Marine Corps. Oh, yuck. Bless you. I hope y'all had gloves having to pick up nasty cigarette butts. We always leave a place cleaner than we got there. 90% of the Marines smoke. So, ugh. Yeah. Bless you. We're here. You. Bless how it means cigarette butts. No gloves. Ah. Oh. Man, I'd be finding something to try to pick them up with. Had some tweezers or something at least. Good. Bordering nicely. Used to make us pick dandelions in the army. Yeah. Bless y'all. Thank y'all for your service as well. And then Memorial Day came up, and definitely thank all the ones that are giving their life So it's an honor that someone would do that for me and then for a country. So thank you for sure. And then your time. I mean, goodness gracious, that's something you can never get back. So that's something that's hugely valuable is your time. So I mean, I'm honored that someone would offer their time. That's big to me. I know Brandon when he's came here and stuff. It's just man, I'm honored that you give me your time because I know you're busy and stuff doing all stuff. So it's an honor folks would do that. So thank you. In boardroom, I didn't even know you were Marine. So hats off, literally hats off to you. Thank you very much. I had a good friend when I was in nursing school. He was Marine as well. So and then I'm trying to think if I had anybody I graduated high school did Marines. You know, we had Army and Air Force. I don't know if we had any Marines. I know I had a guy a year under me. He went Marines. So, but yeah, and I think talking about cigarette butts, I think the guy I went to nursing school with, I think he did smoke or either he did had a vape, either one. So your 90% would be correct with him for sure. My buddy was in the court also. He was CO. His CO called the butts they picked up snipes. I've never heard that before. No, me neither. But I guess that's armed forces lingo, what they say and stuff. So, so boardroom said, let's see, 4 years. So, did you do longer than 4 years, or because 4 years is a long stint to me of doing? And then Natasha as well. How long were you in as well? I was interested to see how much time and stuff someone offered. Thank y'all. Thank y'all again. I really do appreciate it. 4 years was my active duty, and then you were 8. Okay, awesome, awesome. Wow, amazing. I guess kind of the travel could be interesting with that as well, and it's kind of at work too, but then the travel with it might be interesting. You know, I've got a good friend. He's Air Force. He's been in. I guess it's coming up on 20 years, close to it, because he did it right after we graduated high school. So it'd been about 2006 or so. So been in the wow, 4 years in active reserves. Okay, wow, still experience different cultures is really amazing to me. Anyway, so yeah, that's true for sure. It's interesting to see how folks do and live and everything else. So especially if it comes to food with me, I'll be like, what are these folks eating on? It might be nasty or it might be bad, but I'd be interested. Like, hey, what? As Miss Hobbs says, what are you chewing on? I'd be interested in that. Hmm. Poor active, poor inactive, but inactive is just guessing to recall for World War III or something. Well, let's pray not. Let's pray we can stay with level enough heads and not be stupid because folks are unfortunately stupid. They don't think about people instead of thinking about themselves. So, yeah, but that's the way it goes. And you two still do a bunch of push-ups. The most I've done is 75. Almost died. Phew. Ah, goodness gracious. No, most I've ever done would maybe be 25, and that was when I was in lot better shape, a lot lot stronger than I was. Oh goodness gracious, 75 would kill me. I might do 75 throughout a week. And I'd probably be using my knees so well. Uh, no, I couldn't do it right now. Need to. Should start doing more for sure. Natasha says I can hold my own. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Being a mom and all that you're doing, moms are something in themselves as well. I know my mom was pretty good at doing. I could do 100 easy back when I was in active duty. Phew, wow. And 30 pull-ups. No, I might have. I don't know, but I've always been kind of hefty. Pull-ups were definitely not my friend. I couldn't do pull-ups well. I might go do one, and that was struggle bus for sure. Dips and stuff I could do a little better, and then sit-ups. Now sit-ups, my core was usually pretty decent. I could do sit-ups for a long time, but when it came to push-ups and pull-ups and stuff, I could not pull up my heftiness. It did not want to go up. Gravity was working hard on me. That was my excuse. Gravity was pulling a lot harder on me. So I do push-ups with my 10-year-old to help him train for wrestling and pull-ups. You can get about that. Oh yeah, I know. I'll see the pictures of your little wrestler. I'm always interested to see how he's doing. So we never did have a wrestling team or nothing. We just wrestled just to wrestle in football. We'd line up every once in a while and just have like a wrestling mat in the middle of the gym. So it was nothing really structured. We had no true training and stuff. So always neat to see the grappling and wrestling going on. So I only got let's see, 3 appointments this week. Only 3. I know tomorrow will be my CT scan. We'll be doing and seeing how the chemo's been coming along. I know. Let's see. I've done. Would it be 5/4 rounds? I did 1 round in the clinic because I couldn't do a full round in the hospital due to the virus and stuff, and then I've done 4 rounds now in the hospital. So we're going to be seeing uh, how the tumors have responded and stuff to the chemo. I think they've responded some for sure. I know my breathing has felt better still, and I've felt better too. So, but still gonna kind of see where we are and see what they're doing. But I'm praying that they've responded really well because it gets old doing it over and over and over. It takes a lot out of you, makes you tired for sure. And me with my senior as well, it kind of gets me with it of already feeling tired. But we'll see how that goes tomorrow. I know that's right at lunch tomorrow, so it's fine. I won't get to really eat for a while tomorrow, so I had to do a longer fast. I usually fast anyway for a little while, but there'll be a pretty good one tomorrow because it's right at lunch, so I had to be waiting before I can eat. I can do liquids, so I'll be drinking plenty of fluids. But the only thing is, I can't drink too much because we'll do a contrast, and I had to drink like 2 bottles of water before, so I can't be too full of fluids, and then I'll be having to go to the restroom and be like, whoop, I gotta pee. So I have to conserve too of how much I drink. Oh, Thank you there, Natasha. The good old head to tail shirt. I hope you still enjoy yours as well. I know I like mine. It's a little big on me now, but I don't care. I kind of feels better, bigger on me. So it's still holding up pretty good. Still see it really good. It's some wear in it, but I kind of like that book of look like it's kind of crackles in wear. How many more I got to go? I'm not sure. I know we talked about doing one more possibly after this one that I had the last time. So maybe just one more if I do have to do it. But we'll just have to see. And two, I think I'm gonna talk to him about radiation because I know we talked about it initially, but didn't do it because we thought it might do a little bit more harm on my good lung tissue as well. So maybe if they're a lot smaller and more manageable, that we can hit them when they're smaller with the radiation and see how they react. But I know from my oncologist, they said that the thymomas do react really, really well to radiation. So maybe maybe that might be an option, but we'll see. But maybe just one more, or maybe no more. We'll have to see probably just how the scan goes because I'll do it tomorrow at 12, and then Friday I'll have my think blood work and then kind of getting the results of it. So y'all be praying. I know you're praying anyway, and I really do appreciate that. But be praying for good results, Lord willing, because I know it gets old. But if I've got to take it and no one else has to deal with it, I can kind of deal with that too. So as I wouldn't want anyone else to have to deal with it. And then if they can figure out with me and then be able to use that to help someone else, I can deal with that too. Boardroom, how old am I now? I'm 35, 35 still. Been 35 for almost a year now, so I'll turn 36 in October 13th. So yeah, so 35. I believe you're 35 as well. I think we talked about that. Whew, got a little burn to it. Made my eyes water. It's Dr. Pepper cream soda, 0 sugar. They're pretty good. I like them. Son of son of Zadok. Sorry, I fasted for 4 days once to try it. It was awful. P.S. I'm still too bad. Oh man, yeah. It gets challenging, but I think people that do fast for like longer periods of times, once you get out of that kind of hunger and stuff phase, you start feeling like really, really well, really good, energetic. But then after, if you go too long, it's bad for you too. So it has to be happy medium and moderation. But hey, that's about with anything. I mean, so thank you there, Natasha. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate the prayers for sure because I know where they go and what what can be done. So I really do appreciate it. 36, we got you beat. Well, look at there. Got me beat there, boardroom. Oh, so I should have been just turning or we're close. I knew anyway from kind of chatting anyway that we were kind of close. So happy birthday if I missed your birthday when it happened. Hope you had a good one. Have you tried the blue Dr. Pepper? No, I didn't know. I didn't even know, or how did I know? I don't know. They had a blue Dr. Pepper. Interesting. I guess it's maybe a blue raspberry or something. So interested in that. If I see it, I'd probably pick it up to give it a try for sure. Because I'm a big fan of different soft drinks and stuff like that. So soda jerk is what they call them. So I would definitely like the different cokes and sodas and pops and soft drinks, however your region says it. You missed all 36. That would be true, I guess. 36 all around. So Natasha's 36 as well. I thought I was kind of close in age with you as well. So the good years, 85, 86 kids. So that's the good years right there. The 80s were the best anyway for a kid. So we all know it. I know ours are spread out. My siblings, we got 80 and then 83 because she was right at 82 because she was January 2nd, and then we got 84 and then 86. So we're all right there at each other 2 years apart. Well, and it's funny that we're all in a line when it comes to birthdays as well. As me in October, and then brother in November, and sister in December, and then another sister, and then January. So we're all right there in line. And really, if you add in mom and dad, we got September, October, then 2 Novembers, December, then January. So during the fall and winter months, we're all birthdaying. So, and then it was my sister's father-in-law. He's in November, and then my nephew's in November. November's a big month, and then it'd be my brother-in-law's nephew is in November. So November is a big month for us for sure with birthdays, and then we got good old Thanksgiving as well. So that's a fun month. That's my favorite month anyway when it comes to holidays. Is November. That's my favorite. I really likes Thanksgiving. Cause the turkey for sure. No, just cause it's kind of just no pressure, no nothing, just enjoying time with family and being thankful. So, and then deer season and hunt season as well is right down there. So it's right in there, October, November, right there. There's the most wonderful time of the year. And then you get Christmas coming up too. So it's a fun time for sure. I pray for the kids growing up nowadays. The more look at, yeah, see some bad stuff going on. But I guess a lot of bad stuff went on as well when I was a kid. It's just I was not privy to it. I wasn't in it and thinking about it and looking at it and stuff like that. So bad stuff always went on. It's just I guess I'm more not I wouldn't say sensitive, just more in tune and seeing it now, unfortunately. So sad to say, but it can be changed if we're willing to change ourselves. So sounds like we have a birthday month from September to May. Yeah, we got a lot, and then you add in the other nieces and nephews, and have 2 in July, 1 in August. Then my brother-in-law is in June, so from June to let's see, June to January, I guess we have and then trying to my other sister-in-law, and um, nephew, I think they're in May. So really, from I think May to or maybe March. There's so many birthdays, it's hard to keep, which is a good thing. But from I know at least June to January, we always got a birthday or something going on. I'm 45. You guys make me feel old. Looking forward to knee and baggy shoes. Sorry, but true. Yeah, they're not that. You're not that old. They're 45 to me, because I'm just right there behind you 10 years, and I already feel it in my back and shoulders and everything else. Especially my back, since I fractured it before, and then knee hurt it playing football, and then shoulder from throwing football and baseball so much. It's when I do like that, it's just like so it's just like, ooh, hold on as long as you can there, right arm. And then I got carpal tunnel in my right hand. And of course it's got to be in the hand I use the most of writing and cooking and everything else. So it's just like, why couldn't you had it not at all, or at least in the left that I'm not as good with, but it's still used. So I'm super bad with birthdays. I'm pretty good with, once I get a date in my head. Usually I can stick it and get it in there. So I'm usually okay with dates and stuff. Once I get them locked in there, they got to be locked in first. Otherwise, I don't. But I do have my calendar keep all the time for appointments and everything else. Got one, like I said, 3 this week, one tomorrow, the CT, and then Tuesday is kind of was seeing a surgeon, because unfortunately I had a abscess or something come up on my leg, and then it was hard to heal up because of chemo and stuff. So I got to see him again, but it's doing pretty good. It's healing really good. So it's kind of just a checkup. So it won't be too bad. I think the big deal with helped it a lot was the medicated honey I started using. I got some back when I was at U of A one time. I had a spot that come up and couldn't figure out what it was, and suggest using the medicated honey, because honey is antibacterial anyway, and it won't ever go bad too if it's pure raw stuff. So found it and started using it, and they're healing up really good. And then Friday's my checkup for after my CT. So busy next few days. It won't be too bad, but just something I always do. And then like next week I got my IVIG to do it every 4 weeks. It's not too bad. It's just long time sitting, a little over 2 or 3 hours just sitting. So but it helps. So I'll do it if it helps, for sure. Going on 13 months since I quit smoking, but I can still hear wheezing sound when I breathe out all the way. Well, hats off to you, literally, for stopping the smoking. I can't stop smoking meats, that is. I always use that joke when I'm at the doctor's office and they're like, "Ever smoke?" I'm like, "Just meat," and they're like, "What?" And they takes them a second, and they're like, "Oh," and they laugh at my stupidity. That's my dad joke, ching, as Brandon does. So that's my stupid little joke I use all the time. You ever smoke? Only meat. And like, they, what? It takes them a second, and they're like, "Oh, stupid." I know that's probably what they're thinking in their head. Oh, that was stupid. But that's fine. As long as they laugh for a second, it works. That's like with the dad jokes. That would that was stupid. But did you laugh? Did you smile or did you laugh? If so, we're good. It was funny. Boardroom, you smoking? I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Phew, that would be awful. Cause I can't stand the smell of a cigarette anyway, and then to have to smoke a whole pack of them. Oof. Cigars, like a good cigar, and then pipe tobacco. It smells fine to me. I kind of enjoy the smell of them, but a cigarette, ugh, yuck. I guess because all the junk in it. So I saw a commercial that used that joke. Oh, like the only smoked meats joke or whatever. If so, I'd like to see it. That's funny to me that that was used somewhere else. That's funny. The whole pack of ribs. I do have some ribs in there in the deep freeze. Y'all can't see it beside me, but to my to my left, possibly if y'all's looking at it from y'all's way, right, whatever. But right here, I got a deep freeze. I got some ribs in there. I need to cook up. So got some beef back ribs, and then I got some just regular pork ribs. I kind of want to hang the pork ribs this time to see how the hanging goes with the Bronco Pro. So, because I haven't hung anything yet. Got some chicken hacks in there as well. I kind of want to hang them because I heard one guy said that's was his favorite way to eat or cook the chickens was just cooked half right over the coals. So, and it is I've noticed that with that smoker as well. I didn't talk about that. Is like the moisture content. It stays. It seems like it stays higher in there. I guess because the dripping on the coals and just kind of that evaporating back up. I noticed I haven't had to spray anything, or I didn't. I haven't needed a water pan, so that's kind of neat. I know with the offset, kind of I do need to keep an eye with moisture or have a water pan or spray or something. But with the drum, I haven't. I've noticed you don't have to have that as much. So that's a interesting kind of observation I had. I guess with the offset, you're having so much flow that flow can kind of evaporate off the moisture as well, and that's the drums kind of just more contained, so you can kind of hold in the moisture as well. So hmm, I don't know, it's pretty neat. I I enjoy cooking on it for sure. The wife comes home and smells her husband and asks if he had been smoking. They go outside and he's smoking meat and said, "I know what you smoke the whole pack." I got you. I like watching the guy who cooks recipes from the super early 1700s and so. Oh yeah, uh, Townsend's, I believe, the 18th century cooking deal. I think it's Townsend's. Pretty sure. I know I'm subscribed to it because I watch them too. They are. It is really neat how they did. Yeah, it just did the waffles. Yep, you're right. It on the fire with the little waffle maker. And then one of the last ones they did was almond cheesecake, which wasn't kind of technically a cheesecake. It was their terminology that they used for how a cheesecake kind of was. So, but yeah, that is a really good channel. I know I like watching it. I'm not sure how I got into it. It must have just came in my suggestions since I'm watching so many different cooking channels and stuff like that that it kind of suggested to me. But it was good, good suggestion for sure. I really do enjoy watching it. that potted pork was interesting. Oh yeah, the salt pork, of how they preserved it and stuff. They had it in the pots that were filled with their salt on top of them and stuff. So yeah, that was a neat one too. And then them cooking with it. So it's I'm sure it was salty for sure. The name, as their name implies. I guess you'd have to wash it off or either soak it for a while and then use it for stuff and recipes. I know, like when I did the pastrami, the easy pastrami video, I know with it, you gotta soak it and change the water in it. I know I soaked it and changed the water in it 3 times in like a 24-hour period to help suck out kind of that saltiness of it. So I think it's important we learn how our ancestors survived. Yeah, me too. I think it's super important to learn from history and have written history as well, because you have the written history, you can learn from it to do better, or learn on how to do it to be consistent, or just have different skills and stuff like that. So definitely smart to have written history to learn from. I'd like to go back in time and try current foods, like how the was a Big Mac in the '80s. Yeah, that is too true too. I think, who is it? Uh, Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link. I think they've done kind of some videos and stuff of how food was and food now and how it compares. That would be fun videos, but they've got a lot bigger staff to be able to do something like that. Be fun videos, but kind of hard to do when you're that small. I know they do one with like they taste the dish and try to tell where it's from, and they shuffleboard. They do shuffleboard to see who's the closest. The '80s, yeah. I like to see some for sure. '50s, I think, would be one I'd like to see. And then I was watching Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue. It was during the live, and he was talking about what were people cooking, like smoking wise, during that time. Were they smoking like briskets and butts and ribs and beef ribs and stuff like that, or what were they cooking more? Were they cooking just hamburger and hot dogs, or were they smoking meats? I thought that was like that is kind of. I wonder what people were, if they were cooking the same thing kind of we're cooking today, and we just see more stuff now, or were they just cooking more just straight plain burgers and stuff like that? So I was like, that's a good question there, Joe. I did enjoy that one. I enjoy watching his channel. I know he just recently did the video of helping out the victims in Texas from the shooting. So that was very honorable as well. I think it was like 200 and something briskets that they'd cooked for it. So that's wow. Oof, that's a lot. And it was kind of funny to me the way he said it. It wasn't saying it funny, but he said, we got my 1,000-gallon smoker and then the smaller 500-gallon. It's just like 500-gallon smoker is small. Compared to 1,000, yeah, it is. It's double the size, different. But it was funny to me with the way it's just. I guess I found it humorous. It was, yeah, and we got a smaller 500 gallon. And I'm just like, 500 gallons is that's a lot of cooking. As I know, just on my little Bronco Pro out there, I fit 5 butts on it that were quite large. And then if like you were hanging ribs, you could hang at least 9 racks of ribs on it. So and that's a lot of cooking. So imagine 500 gallons or whatever. I think it's 30 something briskets, full size briskets. I think that's what it was what he had on his 1,000 gallon. Whew. That's big. I've only 2 cooked it once. Was the most I've ever cooked. So my earliest memory was 1989. I was 3. I don't know what my earliest memory would be. I guess it would be kind of 89ish to 90. I don't remember 90s doing some stuff. I know went to Disney World pretty early, and I do remember that. So that was probably, I know, at least 5, if not 4. So I remember a little bit. Hurricane Hugo hit us. Yeah. 99, I was afraid of girls, not hurricanes. Same as today. Oh, funny. I don't know. I'm not afraid of them. Just I don't attract them to me. Or either I'm too stupid. I don't understand the concept of it. I try, but it's never worked, unfortunately. But I guess I haven't got the right one yet, unfortunately. But it's kind of hard to do now with doing everything that I got going on with chemo and everything else. It's kind of hard to court someone properly, as they'd say. I still got some fizz in it because it makes my eyes water up every time I drink it. Whew. So y'all got any quick questions for me? I'm fixed probably jump on off of here. It's been right at an hour. I enjoy getting to chat with y'all and share the new addition to the Head to Tail family. Got this lovely addition. I am excited about it for sure. Kind of want to cook on it right now, but I won't. I will go put it back out on the smoker. I put it on there just to look at it, just to sit and look at it for a second, what it looked like on there, and it looked really good. And when I go put it out there, I'll take a picture of it or video of it, and I'll post it for sure for y'all so y'all can see it on there. But I'm really liking it. It's thick enough, it's weighty enough, so all I gotta do is really just cook on it and get it seasoned up. So I'm excited about it for sure. I warmed up the girls in the 5th grade and became best friends with one of them. Then she asked me out and felt betrayed and ignored me. Ignored girls until high school. Oh, boardroom. Yeah, the opposite sex is an interesting thing. As Phil Robertson says, when God created woman, he created an odd creature for sure. Oh, funny. I enjoy watching Phil. He's funny. I've been watching kind of some of the old Duck Dynasty videos, and they've been funny and fun to watch. Oh, me. Well, alrighty. I'm fixed to jump on off here. There's no other questions, but appreciate y'all jumping in. Appreciate all the prayers and stuff that's on the way and have been on the way of what all I got going on uh, with my health, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all been a blessing for sure. So I appreciate y'all. But anyways, I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. I just wanted to share that excitement of having that. I'll try to throw up a picture or whatever of what it looks like on there. But anyways, hope y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for jumping on in.